From a software perspective, Fastener Distribution has, I think, some very unique needs.
The unit cost of the products we sell tends to be very low. So it's important that we process these large number of transactions efficiently because they tend to have a lower dollar value per transaction.
We have so many different tiny items that we have to keep track of that have very small changes in the part itself. It could be a length, it could be a color, a plating, all the same part but just slightly different.
It's not uncommon, for example, for us to get a call from a customer 2 years, 3 years later saying, listen, there's been an issue with this particular fastener. We need to know who made it, what the lot number was of the manufacturer, what the actual lot number was of the raw material that was sold to the manufacturer. So that happens on a frequent basis, and we need to be able to have software in place that tracks that for us.
We think the utilization of technology helps us to make sure that our processes provide quality output, that is, the customers get what they order, and it also allows us to do those processes as efficiently as possible so it keeps our costs in line. We have vendor-managed inventory systems at our customers where we have people that go to our customers' facilities and identify the need for a product and typically scan a bin and create an order. That's very prevalent in the fastener industry, and the ability for the Prophet 21 software to support the creation of orders at our customers and then through the system and all the way into the warehousing system in one integrated package is real important for us.
VMI is probably more than 50% of our business, so what we need to do is get something in our hands so our guys can go out and scan our customers' inventory, keep them maintained on it, maintenance on it, and let us know when we need to reorder or restock their shelves. We've given them scanners to go out and scan those locations. They load a contract, everything's available to them that we have here inside of our Prophet 21 application. They have it available on the scanner, everything from item IDs, what's the reorder quantity, what's the min, what's the max, so that they can go through and scan and have everything available to them.
We're able to use that in off-site, out-of-the-state companies too, where I don't physically have to have someone there doing it for them. They can do it with the same setup and send it back to us.
We've bought scanners that allowed us to have a cell phone connection that allows them to receive email, basically use just like they can Outlook, tasks, contacts, calendar, everything's kind of in the palm of their hand so that they can, while they're out at the customer site, use it. The other great feature of having that cellular phone connection is when they go out and they start scanning these bins, now we can get the information back in a real-time status.
Prophet 21's vendor-managed inventory solution, we think, is very robust. Really from the day we converted to the new software, our vendor-managed inventory people, our inventory managers, saw a lot of value and a lot of enhancements on the Prophet 21 solution from our previous solution. It just gives them a lot more information at their fingertips. It makes the creation of orders and getting those orders into the system much quicker, much faster, and more efficiently than we were able to do in the past.
When we search for a part, there's a lot of different variations of head styles and point styles and different platings and different grades of material. And one part could have 10 different point styles or 10 different platings on it. And so when we're looking for, a customer calls up, we're looking for a specific part that's black zinc plated, we might not have it in black zinc, but we have the capabilities of looking what the other platings that we have in stock that we can offer as a substitute. So the range of sorting and searching for a part has made it very easy for us to look for substitutes and even come up with alternatives that we've thought we never even had, that we realize that they're there by doing the search on the description versus doing the search on the part number.
For our customers, we need to do a lot of secondary works on the product that we supply, whether it's plating, whether we're reworking the part as far as drilling or doing some check specification for the part. It's all run through secondary processes. We also do a lot of kitting, production orders. We have our own bagging equipment here, or assembly, people who do assembly work for us here. And that's a big part of our business. And we need to have a system that can handle that also. So the whole package of Prophet 21 includes all of that. We're not missing anything as far as being able to work with secondaries and or work with our kitting with the customers. And so for us, that was important too. We had to have those capabilities.
In the past, it would be very common to print a large report, maybe 50 or 100 pages, and try to identify the 2 or 3 or 5 pieces of information that you're trying to find in this large report. Well, now the appropriate members of the organization are notified the instant something happens via an alert. So we're able to be more proactive with the help of our IT organization to get the right information into the appropriate people's hands immediately, as opposed to trying to find what went wrong in some report kind of after the fact.
It's just a simple, easy way to do error checking.
When order entry places an order and it's below the minimum margin that we want, up pops an alert to them too, so that they have a note of that. But then also at the end of the day, or at the beginning of the next day, it shows up on the report that I get that I can review.
We may buy product by the 1,000. Our customers want it in eaches. They may get in bags of 100. So it's very common for us to have the same product sold and purchased in different units of measure. And the system can easily convert from hundreds to thousands to eaches and boxes and bags and those kinds of things. So you can basically sell the product to the customer in the unit that they want to see it in, and purchase it from suppliers in the units and sizes and package quantities that they typically want to sell the material in. So it allows us to deal effectively with our suppliers and give our customers what they need.
In Prophet 21, there's required fields that have to be filled in. What DYNACHANGE allows us to do is, if there's a field that Prophet 21 doesn't require, but yet we as a company require, we want to make sure that stands out. So what we like to do is change the color of it. DYNACHANGE allows us to change color of things, items, boxes, move boxes around. Sometimes in certain fields, there's in certain modules of Prophet 21, there's a field that is over to the right-hand side where we want it to be right in the middle so that it's extremely visible. We'll take that with DYNACHANGE and move that over. Another scenario that we use for DYNACHANGE is locking people out of security. That's how you control some of the security, so that people are locked out of certain modules that they're not necessarily meant to be in. DYNACHANGE allows you to do that on a role basis, so I create groups of who's an order processor, who's a purchasing agent, who works in the warehouse. They don't need these other areas of the business, so we lock them out with DYNACHANGE, and DYNACHANGE gives us great flexibility in doing that.
When you're working with the bigger accounts that have a lot of technical capability right now, they want to have their suppliers be able to grow too. So that is, I think, a real advantage that we have that technology now, even above our competition.
I think Activent is committed to the fastener industry. They listen to the requirements, the needs of the fastener industry. We're part of a group of companies that represent the Fastener Advisory Council, so we meet on an ongoing basis with Activent to describe the specific and unique needs of our industry, because it's different than other distribution industries. And Activent facilitates these discussions and these meetings, and they have been very receptive to the input that we have provided, and we've seen our input become features in subsequent releases of the software.
You want to know that as a distributor that 5, 10, 20 years from now, your software provider is still going to be in business and still going to be there, as opposed to we've seen a lot of them come and go. Activent's got the resources, got the infrastructure, got the financial backing, the support to be here for the long haul.
The bottom line with the Prophet 21 system for us is that we're going to be able to use this software package for a long time. I mean, it meets our needs today, and it has helped us get better and more efficient. But we're confident that Activent as a company is committed to the software platform and will continue to enhance it, make it better, and continue to help us be more competitive so that we can use this system for many, many years to come.